Welcome to a new video in my channel, and it's going to be a short update video on my Wi-Fi train controller project. As you can see here, I have my, well, it was used to be called local remote. I just rename it to, what is it? Wi-Fi lock remote. I think that's what I'm calling it. So this controls the motor controller, which then controls these two motors. And then that's the new part that I'm working on. So this is another ESP32. So that's going to talk to this wirelessly and send signals like, you know, accelerate, decelerate, turn on the lights and everything. And well, it is working. So I'm using a bigger OLED screen, 1.5 inch. It's probably still going to be small, but hopefully once I get used to, you know, driving the loco with it, I'm not really going to look at the screen. And I have a rotary encoder for speed. You can see the motor starts running. And I managed to find a really nice library for this, which can also take into account acceleration. So if I turn it faster, then basically it's going to, you know, pick a higher speed, as opposed to if you just do it like, you know, one notch at a time. I have a main switch, so if you switch this one, then, well, if I accelerate, and if I switch this, that's going to kill the power, and then the loco would just break. So instead of the switch, I can also connect a simple push button, so that can be a deadman switch as well. And this is direction. So if I flick this, and if I accelerate, then it will start moving the other direction. And I've done some sort of safety check. So if you change the direction in between, it's when the engine is moving, then it's just going to ignore it. And if you come to a stop, then it's going to change direction. And if you accelerate away, it's actually going the other direction now. So I think that's going to be the sort of the safety feature, so I don't accidentally just move the loco in the other direction when it's already at speed. And as I said, well, the rotary encoder is for the speed control. You have the power and the direction, or the ignition and the direction switch, and the display. And by the way, the communication is now both ways. So you can't really see here, but I'm getting the battery voltage, the motor, the controller temperature for both of the motor controllers here on the screen. And I've also connected this keypad, and the idea here is that I would be able to, let me just move this up, I will be able to control lights and sounds from here. So I think 1 is going to be the headlights, and you can see the headlights, and then 2 and 3 is going to be the other auxiliary lights. And probably I'm just going to use the rest of the numbers for sounds. And speaker is already connected here. So that actually works. Where is it? Yeah. So that actually works. I just haven't done the code for that. And I think I'm going to use the A, B, C, D buttons just to change the screen. Because I think I'm going to have a default screen where you will see all of the information. Therefore, it's going to be really, really small. And maybe I will have specific screens where I probably going to look at the temperature, just to keep an eye on the temperature. And then maybe on another screen, I will do something else. Like if I'm worried about the battery going down, then maybe, you know, one screen where the battery voltage is on, it's like a really big letters, so I can read it easily. And yeah, that's it. I mean, the code is not tidied up at all, so I still need to work a lot on that. Obviously, I have to spend an awful lot of time just to get the screen working nice. I mean, you see these patterns here. Obviously, this is not like that in real life, but also it's flickering. So I need to just work on the update routine. So I only update the part of the screen that needs to be updated, so it doesn't flicker to the naked eye. But I mean, so far I'm quite happy with it. It works nice, and you know, everything is working. And I would be really interested to see how it actually works in real life, because yeah, of course, everything is close here now on the bench, but I don't know what the range is going to be. But to be honest, the main reason I've gone for wireless is that I can sit at the back of the train. So the range doesn't have to be more than like 10 meters. And I think for a standard Wi-Fi and with these small antennas, that should be more than enough. But I should be able to test it in the garden. And if it doesn't work, then I can probably just order a different type of ESP units, which has the different chip and the antenna connector. I can just use an external antenna, but I'm hoping that I don't need to go that way. You know, just as I said, a small range is going to be sufficient for me. Okay, I think that will be all. Thanks for watching, and oops, which way is thumbs up? Yeah. So, and hopefully see you in the next video.